new Southeast security outfit Ebubeagu, Iwuanyanwu, sets agenda. A frontline politician in Imo State, Chief Emmanuel Iwuanyanwu, has set an agenda for the new Southeast security outfit known as Ebubeagu, stressing the need for the outfit to perform optimally. The elder statesman called for synergy and collaboration between the outfit code named Ebubeagu and the already existing IPOB Eastern Security Network to tackle head on the current security challenges in the region. Chief Iwuanyanwu in Owerri Friday said it is imperative for the security outfit, which, according to him, the idea was jointly mooted in 2019 by the leadership of Ohanaeze Indigo and governors of the Southeast, to establish an intelligence department, share information with the Southwest, South-South, and other neighboring regions of the Southeast, invest heavily in intelligence gathering to find out reasons behind persistent insurgents in the Southeast. I think everything is just so wrong. I don't know. In a normal functioning country, for example, the UK, we have the UK police and they have their government, branches and all that. But it's like, imagine if in the UK you have the Oxford security outfit, the Edinburgh security outfit, the Southeast security outfit, Sussex security outfit. Of course, it's a small country and of course they're not going through a lot. But the making of all these outfits is just so much. Like, how do we even know who to call? I mean, you understand that what we already have in terms of the police force is already infiltrated and very compromised. However, it's just, we have so many security outfits and we're the most insecure country ever. So it's like, what is the point of all these? Well, the elders of the Ohanaeze Indigo will work towards getting the IPOB ESN to work with Ebubeagu because we want a situation where all hands actually should be on deck for us to heave a sigh of relief from bandits and terrorists. I would not want to believe that IPOB ESN is responsible for what is happening in the Southeast because IPOB ESN is made up of Igbo, and as such they cannot come and start killing their own fellow Igbo men. Well, the governor's already doing that by being sellouts, so no need for more. According to the elder statesman, the greatest threat to the nation's security are the Boko Haram sect and the Islamic State of West Africa. Iswa, the frontline politician and business mogul, who also urged the federal government to set up a panel of inquiry to ascertain the whereabouts of Air Force planes that recently disappeared on air and that crashed, lamenting the nation appears not to appreciate the magnitude of the problem confronting her. Absolutely. But the thing is, intelligence reports, I mean, these things should already be provided by the government. Why are we paying taxes for? I think, if anything, instead of investing, because there's no point, because we do things by ourselves and we create solutions for ourselves, the government do not feel obliged to do certain things. We provide our own water, we provide so many things. So what is the point of having a government and what are they responsible for? I think we already have all these things on deck. They know how these things work. They're already made. We have so many security chiefs. We have so many people, but we're not holding them accountable and they're not doing their jobs. And the thing is, they don't give us water, we make our water. We don't have hospitals, we make our own hospitals. Of course, that comes with problems, but with things that they refuse not to do, we do it ourselves. And we've consistently done that where there are now options for us to do. And of course, it is normal that you have to create opportunities for yourself. Absolutely. However, we just leave the government to be lazy and they don't do their job. And then, of course, it gives them the confidence to continue being lazy and not doing anything because they know that, in the long run, they will provide it for themselves, which does not make sense because then what is the point of having a government? I think we're in I think it is the attention that we focus on these issues are just not enough. I think we're in a bad place. We are really in a bad place. And again, as much as the NSAS protest brought us something to the Nigerian youth that, it wasn't expected. There was no leader. It was just, spontaneous and people felt the cause. I believe that, the lesson we should have learned from that was that it was too late. In my opinion, I think we waited too late for that kind of thing to happen. Of course, when it's organic, it's more felt. But then how long do we have to wait until damage has been done and we're all traumatized and we're now passing trauma to one another and we're inflicting pain and suffering and hardship on each other because we're suffering as well? Doesn't make sense. And I think the NSAS process showed us that we waited too long. We did wait too long. And of course, we know that, yes, it did end, in the massacre, which we will never forget. But, that was the time where the government was so exposed to the world for who they really were. And the government don't even have shame. So I don't even know if they're embarrassed. But the fact is, it's just so much. It's so much to think about. But I think that, again, the country, if you're scared of death, there's so many ways to die in the country. The fact is that living in Nigeria alone, if you go check, because of the World Health Standard and all that, our life expectancy is very, very low. Except we're not having our credits very right. But if you're living in cities like Lagos, just places that stress you out, your immune system will be low. And then, of course, you have to pay for so many things. You can die on the spot, no justice, domestic abuse, because systems are not in place to take proactive measures to deal with issues. It is so, so sad. So again, if you're scared of death and you don't want to fight, there are so many ways to die in the country, and you never know where you can go. You really never know where you can go. Anybody can go. You can sleep and not wake up. It doesn't mean that you were hit by a plane or anything. It's not that you get people who get hit by planes, but you get what I mean. So he continues and says, people should now begin to plan to defend themselves. That is the problem. We shouldn't. We're already paying taxes. We already have a government that is obliged to take care of us. That is why they are there. Except 2023, we'll have no government, and then we can start defending ourselves. But when the option is there and they are meant to do their jobs, why are they just there, just existing? We have customs and immigration, yet people smuggle arms into the country, and from the way things are going, I'm afraid that we may wake up one morning to discover we have no country again to call ours. Well, we have no country currently. Is it by the name? Because the situation is now gradually getting out of hand, he warned. Again, we don't want to wait too late until so much damage has been done. There's no point. Time does not wait for anybody, and if you're scared of death, anybody can go. So there's no point. There's really no point not trying to live or fighting for a cause or dying for a cause. There's so many heroes we don't know about, but the thing is, we know the names that we know because they are popular, and those are the ones that the government publicly dealt with. What of those heroes the government privately dealt with? That's a whole different situation. So I just think that we're in a bad situation. We're really in a bad situation, and I think that they're already planning 2023. We need to plan 2023. The PVCs, where we can get them, education of people. We can't do it. It will take time. There's so much unlearning to do because we've lived in an abnormal country. So it is bound that our thinking would be abnormal and the way that we relate with each other. But then there's hope, because anytime we travel out of the country, we seem to behave ourselves. So again, I think we need to take pride in being one Nigeria, if that's the plan. Take pride in being one Nigeria. Take pride in being one of the world powers. Take pride in being a good country that, what, we are the benchmark. We compare the standards of our country to other countries as a thing for people to grow and learn from. Put what you think in the comment section below, and do not forget to like and subscribe.